This video will go over the even answers on this worksheet, both front and back. So first, talking about quadrilaterals. What you've got to remember for these problems is that all quadrilaterals, their four angles add up to 360 degrees. So our pattern for all of these is we're going to set up an equation where we add all four angles together and set them equal to 360. So x plus 2x plus 130 plus 65 is equal to 360. It does not matter what order you list these in, as long as you just add all four together. So 1x plus 2x is 3x. 130 plus 65 is 195. Then we'll subtract 195 from both sides and get 3x equals 165. Our last step will be to divide both sides by 3. That gives us x equals 55. So that's part 1, because it says find the value of x, then find the missing angle measures. So we found x, it's 55, which means this missing angle is also 55 degrees. And we do 2 times 55 to get that, which is 110 degrees. Number 4, same process. I'm going to add 65 plus 90 plus 60 plus x and set that equal to 360. We add the numbers together. 65 plus 90 is 155 plus 60 is 215. Then I subtract 215 from both sides. And 360 minus 215 is 145. So that's the value of x, meaning our missing angle, which is that 1, is 145 degrees. Okay, number 6, I'm going to use this space over here. So we need to add together x plus 2x plus 95 plus 40 is all equal to 360. So again, I just add all four of these together. Then we'll combine like terms. I get 3x, x plus 2x. 95 plus 40 is 135. Then I'll subtract 135 from both sides. Gives me 225, if I'm thinking right. Yeah. So 3x equals 225. Then we divide both sides by 3. Get x equals 75. So that was step 1, to find our x value. Now the missing angles, well, this one is equal to x, so it's 75 degrees. This one's 2 times that. 2 times 75 is 150 degrees. Okay, number 8, we need to add all these together. So 70 plus x plus 110 plus 70 equals 360. 70 plus 110 is 180. 180 plus 70 is 250. So we have 250 plus x equals 360. Then we subtract 250 from both sides. And we get x equals 110. So that means that this angle is 110 degrees. So we're seeing the repeating pattern here. We add all four angles together, set them equal to 360. Same thing here. X plus 4x plus 110 plus 100 equals 360. 1x plus 4x is 5x. 110 plus 100 is 210. We subtract 210 from both sides. We get 5x equals 150. Divide by 5. we get x equals 30. Now that we found the value of x, we can use that to figure out these missing angles. That one is x, so it's 30 degrees. 4 times 30 is 120 degrees. Okay, 12, we add all these together. 115, too many ones, 115 plus 65 plus 85 plus x equals 360. So 115 plus 65 is 180. 180 plus 85 is 265. So 265 plus x equals 360. We subtract 265 from both sides. We get x equals 95. So if x is 95, this missing angle is 95 degrees. Okay, 14. Well, this is not a rectangle because there's no right angles, but we notice that opposite sides are congruent, and it certainly looks like they're both parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. So this would be a parallelogram. Because parallelograms have opposite sides that are congruent and parallel. Okay, 16 doesn't have anything showing to be congruent. Nothing looks parallel. So that means it has no special qualities, so we just call it a quadrilateral. Because if it does have any of the qualities that makes it one of the 5 we learned, I spelled that wrong, quadrilateral, there we go. We just call it a quadrilateral. Okay, now I know we did 17 in class yesterday, but this is a rhombus because it has 4 congruent sides, but it does not have any right angles. 18 is a square because not only does it have 4 congruent sides, it also has 4 right angles. Okay, on the back side, we're just saying first, is it a polygon? The warning flags there are curved lines, an open figure, meaning the lines don't connect fully, or if the lines cross over each other. So number 2 is a polygon, and they want us to say what kind it is. If you count the sides up, there are 8 sides, so that makes it an octagon. Sorry, I didn't have to write polygon, I just need to write yes. Okay, number 4 is also a yes, and if you count all those sides up, it's a 12gon, 12 sides. 6 is also a yes, it's a polygon. And if you count its sides, it has 7, so that makes it a heptagon. Okay, every problem from here on in this worksheet uses n minus 2 times 180. This is the formula we use to find the sum of the measures of a polygon. N is the number of sides it has. So we do 20 minus 2 times 180. So you can use parentheses if you want to, or you can just do it 20 minus 2, hit enter, then multiply that by 180. But like I said, if you want to use parentheses, that'll give you the same result. But make sure 20 minus 2 happens before you multiply by 180. So a 20gon has 3,240 degrees. For a decagon, we do 10 minus 2 times 180. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 times 180 is 1440. So notice the difference. The directions for these said find the sum of the measures of the angles. So find the total, all input together. This says find the measure of an interior angle, meaning one interior angle. So on these we will start by finding their total, just like we did before, but then we'll have to divide by how many angles there are to figure out what one angle is equal to. So I start with 7 minus 2 times 180. That gives me 900. So 900 is the total number of degrees in this polygon, but they want to know how much one angle, if they're all equal, would measure up to. So a heptagon has 7 sides and 7 angles, so we divide this by 7, and 900 divided by 7, we'll just round it to 128.57 degrees. So here they asked for the total, or the sum. Here they asked for just 1. I still had to find the total, but then I divided the total by how many angles there were. So same pattern on number 14. I'll start by finding the total. 8 minus 2 times 180. So its total is 1080. So I need to divide that by the 8 angles they have, or the shape has. And I get 135 degrees. So each angle inside a regular octagon is 135 degrees. Regular means all the angles are congruent to each other and all the sides are congruent to each other. This one's huge. Okay, 100 gone. That'd be look close to a circle, honestly. But we find the total, 100 minus n times 180. So we get a total of 17,640 degrees. Then we divide that by 100. So we get 176.4 degrees for each of the angles inside the regular 100 gon.